Hi, how are you doing? Hello. Are you starting with the LinkedIn content? The way I've kept my phone is gonna break or something. ऑल गुड मैं अच्छी हूँ आप सब कैसे हैं ओके isn't it late I forgot I attended so sorry I attended a session today which was on hi I attended a session today which was on yeah study abroad or I spent around 3 hours in that session and I had nothing to do with studying abroad because I'm not planning to study abroad anytime soon. But like there were so many new insights. So I spent a lot of time there and I forgot about everything. I thought that I would spend a lot of time sleeping or like reading books because I usually go for book sessions these days. So मैंने सोचा था मैं बुक्स सेशन जाऊँगी एंड ये सब करूँगी एंड आई ended up attending a study abroad session from one of my favorite creators on Instagram, which was worth it, but like not of that use to me. Why is that problem always in iPhone? Why is this flickering? I don't know if you guys can see it, but I can. Why there's always this flickering? I can't help it. Uh, I hate it. I don't know why, but it's just always there. It's not in my, normal camera, but it's there when I go live. So I don't know what's the problem with this flickering. Can anyone help me? Are there any developers who can help me? So how's it going, guys? Khalid and those who have joined. Fan band hai already. It's off. I don't know what's wrong. It's a flickering issue with iPhone. Every time I have to create videos, but not in my normal camera, just in the live part of it. Don't know why. Let me just turn off those lights and turn on the new one. uh, yeah, I just made one more friend from Hyderabad while we were uh, on that session of study abroad, and she was telling me about her ISEC days. Turned out she was also from ISEC, so I got a lot of queries and a lot of friends from ISEC and LinkedIn also. Once I posted that meme, I got a lot of people commenting on the ISEC thing and like how was my day and if I would like to join ISEC once again. So, so many questions and everything. Yeah, I really got to connect with the ISEC person, and a lot of people were asking me how was your ISEC experience, and she was amazing because ISECers are usually amazing people. So she was telling me about her startup and everything, and I was telling her about my YouTube and the journey, how has it been so far. So she is also planning to start a YouTube channel very soon. What will you do with her name? Okay, well, is it necessary? Because let's call her Kamini. Let's call her Kamini. We'll connect later about that conversation. Yeah. About that, we will connect later. I'll let you know about her. So, any other questions, guys? I just thought of coming up and doing this August chit chat because the last time I did a live. I don't know what happened. It was like a bad omen or something. My phone just came back yesterday. Can you guys believe? I just posted about it. So I hated the fact that I wasn't live. Hi Shivam, happy to see you. How are you doing? I'm absolutely good. Perfectly fine, as you can see. Let me just turn off the light, guys. Wait a second. I need to turn off the lamp as well. Still goes on. They're still flickering, guys. I'm so sorry for that. I just hope next time it's not there. Hi, Jagdish. How are you doing? How are your exams? Happy to see the same set of people again and again. Like, I've actually made friends on YouTube. Oh, what is this new thing YouTube is doing? There's some top fan or something. Okay, so Khalid is my top fan, and then second is Shivam, and then Jagdish. Oh, that's nice to see actually. The hi Priya. Uh, no, I'm not saying I'm bored. Of course not. I didn't say something like that. I'm absolutely well. How are you? I know this session is like a very after a very long time, but I really needed to do it because YouTube is like a stress buster to me. I have a story about how YouTube just literally saved my life yesterday. But I'm gonna post it because I'm so excited about it and I want it to remain on my YouTube channel for a very long time. So I can show it to my grandkids. Do you guys have any questions? Like anything to ask about the study abroad? Anyone interested in this in studying abroad? I might share some insights that I have gathered from this session, which was very interesting actually. Anyone who's planning to study abroad, like for masters, I have gathered these insights from Padma. You might have seen her on Instagram, and she has created some wonderful content, and she is a totally reliable person in terms of uh, the news she brings and the content she is creating. Okay, Shivam is saying, please share. Let me just talk about the insights that I have taken from her. Okay, so for the first one is for the SOP, your statement of purpose, especially like in essay. So actually, last year when I was like I was actually trying to apply. I wasn't that sure, but I was like, how do I go about it? So last year I started on that thing and went through a lot of SOPs, and at the end I realized that the more essays you will read, you will feel like you are not doing enough, and the more you use ChatGPT or any sort of AI, it will make you feel like you are less capable. So try not to use AI because eventually it's the truth that AI is making us um, a lot more dependent on AI and at the same time more stupid. So let's just try doing things our own ways. And second that I learned from Padma is the fact that you need not hire any sort of tutors or like counselors while you're going for a study abroad, because counselors would eventually ask the universities, like let's say I'm going through a third party, I'm going through a counselor, and I'm going to ask that counselor, how much do you charge for your counseling? So they would charge me, and then they would suggest all those universities, like they would be a little biased in terms of that, and they would suggest those universities where they have some sort of commission. So eventually it's a business. Studying abroad, whether you're going for Columbia or you're going for Harvard or Oxford, and any, not even if it's not Ivy League, let's say in Edinburgh. So it's like a business. So um, I have never, to be honest, I have never been to these study fairs. I've got a lot of invitations as well, but I've never been there because it was my own decision. So, but the reason why I attended Padma's workshop, uh, this session, is because I applied for it. I actually wanted to see her like on a proper live Zoom meeting, because when I admire a creator, I totally admire them. I, consume their content. I consume about their life. I look at their perspectives. I want to know more about them. I want to know how they do it, what they do, and where do they come from. And the third thing, yeah, the third thing that I learned from this session is about Columbia. That in Columbia, it's like when you are taking admission in the Columbia University, 2 years of experience is preferred uh, for anyone applying for masters. And for if you are applying in Harvard and Oxford, like when I talk about the Ivy Leagues, it is recommended that you have good grades, like absolute, excellent, perfect, wonderful, like whatever the best you can say. You need those grades in order to take admission in those universities. So you cannot compromise with that. That is for a fact. For SOPs, she suggested that you create your own SOP. You give that SOP. Okay, for those who don't know what is SOP, SOP is a statement of purpose. It's like an essay you give to the universities, and they would decide why you should be taking admission, like why they should be giving admission to you but not to some other person or to some other candidate. So when you give that SOP, you should write it with all your personal experiences, with everything that you've got inside you, with all that you know. So it should be something of your creation. You should not use AI at all, because these people have softwares, these people have such technology that they can actually figure out if you are trying to cheat them, or you're trying to just you know appearing like you have a lot of knowledge, but you've actually chat gpd and you've tried to humanize the version. They will actually figure out. So try to do it on your own. And in terms of there are couple more things that I learned. When you want to get a review about your SOP, if it's worth it or not, if it's okay to give it out for people. So the best way, we all know what is the best way. It is to go on LinkedIn and connect with like-minded individuals, like your seniors or those who have worked with you, your colleagues, and then ask them like, what's the best way? How can I, uh, you know, how can I apply to this university? Or go and connect with the professors if you can, if they actually get back to you, and ask for recommendations and ask for reviews on your SOP, and they would tell you like what is the exact way to write an SOP. So hi, blogs, okay. So that's how you actually go through the entire process. Like there were so many things. I joined a bit late and I actually regret it, but that's how it was. I actually wanted to know more about the masters thing, because I'm also planning for my masters. So it could be, and you never know whether I'm going for a study abroad or like doing it from DU. I am a proper DU student, so I would go to DU again and again. Like in every life I'll be born, I would go to DU. So, but when it comes to career growth, I think we should prefer what we really think would be useful to us. But there's a university, Edinburgh, in Edinburgh. I really want to go there, not for the university, but for the place it is. I mean, it's beautiful. It's out of the world, otherworldly experience. If you will search, and you will get to know. I have a connection on Instagram who's there studying and posting every day. I read her, and I get to know like this is the effect the environment has on you when you actually study and you know what is it like. Any questions, guys? Any other questions? They talk with students and all. It was honestly a great fun and insightful session. Yeah, usually they're fun because you meet some like-minded individuals there. But for me, I've got so many invites, never been there, not even for once. I feel like it's more like I have a thing. I feel bad saying no to a lot of people when they put a lot of effort. When I go to a store and I went to Shoppers Stop last time, and they showed me like so many dresses all lined up, and they had absolutely beautiful, gorgeous dresses, just not what I wanted. So and then I felt very bad leaving the store and going to some other store. So eventually, this is something I have to work upon. I was going to placements and I went to last round, but there are some girls in that, so their main preference is girls. Because of them, I was not selected by company. Was New Delhi Noid. I cannot fathom the fact that you went for the interview and they preferred a girl over you, because usually what we've been getting to know is the fact that they preferred a male candidate over a female candidate, because usually they find male candidates more capable and at the same time more efficient. Because female do have menstrual cycles, they take maternity leaves and stuff. But if that happened with you, I wouldn't say that I'm sad about it, but actually I would say I appreciate because the interviewer might have seen something better in the women candidate, or maybe you could go into some detail. I mean, women are better in terms of that, but I wouldn't say that. I would actually like to know what was actually the issue according to you. So you might want to go into detail about it, like why they preferred the female candidate over you. Did she has did she uh, give better interview, or like better with communication skills, or was she better in terms of experience, something like that. Like there must be a reason, right? They might have given some feedback. Not trying to be a politician, more like I am a girl's girl eventually, so can't help. Absolute girl's girl. So Jagdish, would you like to emphasize a little bit on that part, because I'm actually not sure why they preferred girl. Maybe the job requirement was a girl candidate. There are times, actually, I have realized that when you are in the coaching sector, they actually prefer female candidates over a male candidate, especially in the home tuition one. So I don't know what kind of job role it was, but I hope you get the next one and prepare well this time, and all the very best. If you guys have any questions, you can put that in the comments. But I really want to become a politician. I have actually a lot of skills right now. I could become a politician if I wanted to, but that's a lot of hard work. You have to lie every day. I mean, it's very difficult for me. If you were the girl who got selected, what would you say to Jagdish? It is such a trick question, Jagdish. Please don't take it to heart. And it's a trick question. Don't unsubscribe to me. If I were the girl who got selected instead of Jagdish in the placement, I would say all the best to him. All the best for the next time. Maybe you are made for something better. You deserve better. That's what I would say. Yeah, that's what a decent human being would say. is so unfair. If they said that we will get back to you and they didn't get back, so that is ghosting. And this is very unprofessional, but it is very common in today's workplace. So it is very unprofessional and it should not have happened. This is not the way they uh, behave with a candidate. You should definitely follow up in that case, and you should always remind them that that is not how it works. If a candidate is going for an interview, they have actually put a lot of time and efforts for it. Like, first of all, you update your resume, let's say 1 to 2 hours, and then you go for the resume screening. Again, it's like uh, applying and everything, and then putting details, manually putting details. It's like 1 to 2 hours, and then going for the first interview, then second interview. It's like you put a lot of time and efforts for the interview because you research, and research takes like so much time. So I would say this is not professional. You should always post on LinkedIn about it in such scenarios, because but also one thing that it is very common in any workplace. It's happening with almost everyone, so we can't really help it. If they said that we will get back to you in 1 to 2 days, just follow up. And if they're not getting back, that necessarily means that they don't want to hire you. So in that case, just, yeah, absolutely, anyone would feel bad. If I were you, I would feel bad as well. And that is not the way how it works. If an HR has the responsibility to hire a candidate and take their interview, they have the responsibility to get back with a feedback as well. How was your corporate workspace exposure? Any stories you want to share and make our day? I would say I have always, I mean, I am a little bit on the luckier side in that term, because I started in a offline setup, but eventually I got a remote work, which was the turning point for me. I would say there are so many stories even in the remote setup. You don't get to rest a lot of times. You have to work a lot. You have to work your guts out, and I did as well. I would say the exposure story I want to share is the one. I think the best part about the entire journey was like getting to rant to my colleague, who uh, who actually texts me every time he gets time. So I think the best part was also working with him, and the worst was also working with him, because we would fight always, and at the same time when we fight, we would rant about the organization, and we would rant on our call. And I think also the best exposure is getting to know people from all over the world. Like, uh, one of my one of my colleagues, I'm very connected to her. She's from Philippines. So hi Kai. So I am very connected to Kai, and she's from Philippines. And this is like, I would say exposure was this is my exposure. हाय नवप्रीत, मैं हिंदी बोलती हूँ, मुझे हिंदी आती है, बट ज़्यादा इंग्लिश में एक्सप्रेस कर पाती हूँ तो इंग्लिश बोल देती हूँ. आप चाहो तो मैं हिंदी में भी बोल सकती हूँ. So yeah, Khalid, that was the exposure I was talking about. Whenever there was a bad day, at the end of the day, we will all of us we would connect. हम सब कनेक्ट करते थे आपस में, और हम कनेक्ट करके डिस्कस करते थे कि कैसे हम चीज़ें सुधार सकते हैं, कैसे सुधार ला सकते हैं अबाउट द वर्क प्लेस ऑल्सो, एंड अबाउट द लिटल फाइट्स गोइंग ऑन इन द वर्क प्लेस, जो थोड़ी बहुत करल्स होती रहती थी. सो दैट्स हाउ वी वर्कड इट आउट. You're such a good Hindi speaker. I need to learn Hindi better because I could make a good neta someday. Any other questions, guys, before I end this live? धन्यवाद फॉर जॉइनिंग दिस सेशन. आप सबका धन्यवाद. एंड आई फील लाइटर. हाँ, आप प्लीज़ पूछिए. एक्चुअली मैं हिंदी में ही बात कर रही हूँ. क्या सवाल है? यस, मेरा नाम मनु है और आई एम फ्रॉम दिल्ली. मीनिंग ऑफ चैनल नेम. ओके, सो चैनल का नाम मैंने म्यूजिंग्स ऑफ मनु रखा था, विच इज़ मोर लाइक, ये जो चैनल है इसमें मैं अपने थॉट्स, मतलब अपने विचार बोलती हूँ. सो म्यूजिंग्स का मतलब है कि आप जो सोचते हो, आपका परसेप्शन क्या है, आपका विचार क्या है. तो यूजुअली इसलिए म्यूजिंग्स ऑफ मनु, मतलब मेरी म्यूजिंग्स ऐसे करा है. हाँ, तो वही एग्जैक्टली exactly, इसीलिए म्यूजिंग्स ऑफ मनु करा था. Oh, एक सेकेंड, आई नीड टू गेट रिड ऑफ दिस माइक. वेट अ सेकेंड. आई डोंट नो कहाँ से नॉइज़ आ रही है. आई एक्चुअली डोंट नो नॉइज़ कहाँ से आ रही है. आई डोंट नो. इज़ इट फाइन नाउ खालिद? बेटर है. किस चीज़ की नॉइज़ आ रही है? आई डोंट नो, बिकॉज मेरे साइड से तो कोई नॉइज़ नहीं है. कोई कह रहा है सही है सब कुछ. ओके, सो बाय गाइज. आई थिंक फॉर टुडे इज़ enough. Thank you for the question, Jagdish. What is he saying? Thanks for motivation. I want to ask you, when your mood was bad, what would you do? I think I would eat something like a dessert or something like ice cream or chocolate, or uh, what would I do? I would write, because that's like a coping mechanism. लिखूंगी, write, and yeah, come live. Create a YouTube video to rant about it. I think that's what I will do. Or in most of the cases, you go for a walk. It's a lot better in that case. You go for a walk and you feel a lot better. So whenever you feel like that, just go for a walk and everything is going to be fine. आई थिंक मैंने हिंदी वाले सारे आंसर्स दे दिए हैं. सो इफ़ यू स्टिल हैव क्वेश्चंस, अगर आपके हिंदी में और भी कोई क्वेश्चन है तो आप पूछो, बट मेरे हिसाब से मैंने सब आंसर्स कर दिए हैं. अभी तक आपने जो भी पूछा था मैंने सब कुछ बता दिया है. सो इफ़ यू हैव मिस्ड, यू कैन आस्क अगेन. आई कैन आंसर अगेन. ऑल द बेस्ट जगदीश फॉर योर next interview. And that's it for today, guys. I'll see you in the next live, or maybe next time. If anyone is planning to study abroad or something, I will be compiling a list of the study abroad universities for masters and also for bachelors. So I will also share with you if you need it, because I'm doing it for myself, for the research purpose. So okay, that's great. No noise, then it's great. so I will share it with you as well. All right, bye bye, good night.